This video will disappear in just 3 minutes, and there's an absolutely urgent reason for you to be here. It's not by chance. It's not the algorithm. It's a divine appointment. Archangel Michael has just mentioned your name twice in the spiritual realm, and this is literally your last chance to hear what he has to say. Don't you dare ignore this, because what you are about to learn in the next few seconds is the real reason your life feels so heavy today. Stay with me because this doesn't happen again. My child, my beloved, I ask you to pause for just a second. Stay here with me because something sacred is moving around you at this very moment. You think you clicked by mistake, but you didn't. Heaven arranged this encounter. There is a reason you felt that tug in your chest, that whisper that compelled you to say, I have to hear this. Listen carefully. Archangel Michael is by your side right now. He doesn't come with judgment nor with fear. He comes with deep concern and endless love. You feel like time is dragging tonight, don't you? That's because something very powerful is changing in your life. This message found you just before the clock strikes a point of no return. That only confirms that you are protected, my precious soul. Before we continue, I want to ask you something from the heart. Will you stay with me until the end? Don't do it for me. Do it for yourself. What you're about to hear has the power to open doors you didn't even know existed. If these words are touching your spirit, subscribe and stay tuned, because divine guidance will continue to arrive, and you deserve to receive every blessing already named after you. And if this message has touched your life, and you wish to show gratitude, the super thank you button is available. It's not a donation. It's an act of spiritual thanksgiving. The angels honor every gesture made with faith. Heaven doesn't speak like this often. When it does, it's because something extraordinary is happening. My dear child, Archangel Michael reveals to me that your life is at a silent crossroads. Outwardly, everything seems the same, but inwardly, destiny is moving pieces that your eyes cannot yet see. You have been restless, haven't you? Whole nights tossing and turning. Mornings with a weight in your heart that you cannot explain. That wasn't anxiety. It was your soul telling you that change has arrived. The angels have seen your strength while you waited. They saw your patience when the world turned its back on you. Listen carefully to this and don't move. You are not late. You have not been forgotten. And above all, you are not invisible to God. Heaven has been working for you behind closed doors. But tonight, those doors begin to open. Don't leave, because what you are about to understand will change the way you see your reality. A decision is approaching. It won't be something loud or dramatic, but something subtle, one of those that will determine your entire future. That's why this message arrived just in time. You've been tested in ways no one could imagine. Your smiles masked harsh storms, but your faith was stronger than your weariness. Every tear you silently wiped away is now a seed for your miracle tomorrow. Archangel Michael says that none of it was in vain. Nothing was lost. That silence you endured only served to train your spirit. Before continuing, write in the comments, I trust in God's timing to seal this word in your life today. Beloved soul, there is something you have asked God for in privacy of your room. Something you never said aloud, but that your heart cries out for every night. You wondered if anyone heard you. Well, here's your answer. The delay was not a no, it was pure protection. There are blessings that only come down when your spirit is strong enough to hold them, and you already have that strength. Archangel Michael shows me that someone tried to hinder your progress. I'm not talking about anything physical, but spiritual, envy, negative words, people who try to sow doubt in you. But listen to this calmly. None of it worked. Your shield is intact. That's why heaven is intervening personally today. Your destiny is too great for small minds to stop. You're entering a phase where everything will make sense. Conversations will bring clarity, and opportunities will arise from unexpected places. Doors you thought were closed will open with a peace that will surprise you. Listen to the end, because there's a specific reason for this. Your path is not ordinary, my child. You are not meant to blend into the crowd or go unnoticed. You are designed to stand out, to shine with your own light. Even in those moments when you try to hide or fit into places that never felt like home, that discomfort you felt was not weakness. Listen carefully to this. It was your spirit rejecting what no longer served your growth. Stay here. Do not ignore this message. because understanding this is vital for what lies ahead. Archangel Michael reveals to me something that will bring you peace. What you lost, what hurt to see go, was removed solely to protect you. At the time, you thought it had been unjustly taken from you. But the truth is that heaven removed it from your path because it was going to hinder your future. Right now. You may not see it clearly, but I assure you that the day will come when you will thank God for that separation. Some endings are, in reality, lifelines that save us from pain we never saw coming. My beloved soul, your heart has been silently healing, step by step. Even when you felt that nothing was changing and time was standing still, heaven was working deep within you. That is why you feel different lately. You are not broken. You are simply gentler, wiser, and much stronger in a quiet way that the world does not yet understand. This transformation didn't happen overnight. It was built with every tear you shed, with your endless patience, and with those prayers you whisper when you thought no one was listening. But heaven was always listening. Listen carefully and don't skip what follows. Archangel Michael says a message will soon reach you. It won't come directly from heaven, but from someone here on earth. Stay with me until the end, because what I'm about to tell you is key. This message will surprise you and force you to reflect deeply. When it arrives, don't ignore it for anything in the world. Give it your full attention. This message contains a master key to your next step. God will use ordinary words to generate an extraordinary change in your reality. My beloved, my dear child, I want you to remember this. Archangel Michael reiterates that what is left has left to make room for the new. Even though you feel emptiness now, that space is being prepared for something greater. Your heart has been strengthened in the battles you fought alone. That quiet strength is your greatest asset right now. You're not behind. You're being held back for something that requires a version of yourself you're only just beginning to discover. This process, though slow, has been necessary. The transformation you're experiencing is a result of your perseverance. And believe me, your perseverance hasn't gone unnoticed by the angels. You're about to enter a season where your voice will finally matter. Listen carefully to what I'm saying. People are going to truly start listening to you. Your presence will carry a weight you haven't felt before, and your words will become a source of comfort to those who are suffering. You were shaped in the midst of struggle precisely for this purpose, so that tomorrow you can guide others through their own battles. Your story, the one that was so painful for you to live through, is going to become someone else's survival guide. Don't go, stay with me, because what's coming next is crucial. My dear, do me a favor and stop blaming yourself for the things you didn't know back then. You did the best you could with the tools you had at the time. Understand this. Growing up means seeing things differently now, and that's not a reason to feel guilty. That's called wisdom. Heaven doesn't judge you. On the contrary, it celebrates your evolution. You're no longer the person you used to be, and that's a beautiful thing. My beloved child, I want you to know that Archangel Michael is smiling down on you right now. Do you know why? Because you didn't give up. Even though life felt like an unbearable burden, you stayed present, you stayed strong. That strength of yours will soon be rewarded, not because you demanded it, but because you remained faithful when the easiest thing would have been to run away and walk away from it all. Listen carefully and don't skip the video. Something you've been waiting for a long time is going to arrive in the most unexpected way. It might not look exactly as you imagine it, but it will feel good, with a peace that can't be explained. Trust that feeling. Heaven often delivers the greatest blessings wrapped in simplicity. What truly matters is the tranquility it will bring to your home. My beloved, you are protected from dangers you cannot even imagine. Those paths you chose not to take, and which you so deeply mourned, actually save you from deadly storms. Those conversations you avoided protected you from betrayals that would have destroyed you. Heaven silently redirected you time and time again. That was not bad luck. That was constant divine guidance. Your future will be nothing like your past. You are entering a new chapter where your efforts are finally bearing fruit, where your prayers are becoming living testimonies, and where your patience is transforming into a clear purpose. Archangel Michael says, prepare yourself, for joy is approaching your life with gentle steps. Soon you'll understand why everything had to happen so hard. It wasn't to hurt you. It was to prepare you. Now you're stronger, you see more clearly, and you love with a depth you didn't have before. That growth is what will attract the right people into your life from now on. Never doubt that heaven walks beside you. Even when there is silence, even when you're confused or feel that nothing is moving, your steps are being watched. Your tears are numbered, and your prayers have an answer that will come at the exact moment. This is the moment to activate your faith. Write in the comments, "I receive my new chapter," and allow this energy to flow within you. Archangel Michael wants you to pay attention to those quiet moments you almost ignore, those times you're alone, staring into space, feeling something you can't put into words. Don't ignore it. That feeling is pure guidance. Your spirit was receiving direct instructions before your mind could even process them. The heavens always speak gently, never forcing you, only inviting you. That's why you felt that inner pull time and time again. My radiant soul, there's a hidden strength within you that even you've underestimated until now. You survived storms that, honestly, should have shattered you. You held on to the faith when disappointment struck with brutal force. That resilience you displayed built a foundation that no one, absolutely no one, can shake. Listen to this carefully. Soon circumstances will test that strength again, but this time it will be different. This time you will rise without an ounce of fear. My dearest heart, Archangel Michael reveals something important to me. Someone from your past will try to contact you, but don't be afraid. They won't come to bother you, but to free you from something left unfinished. When that happens, listen calmly. This closure will bring you the freedom you've been seeking, and forgiveness will lift a weight from your shoulders that you no longer need to carry. It's not about return to old places. It's about being able to move forward much lighter. Stay present and listen carefully, because your intuition is sharpening to levels you never knew existed. You will begin to perceive the truth much faster than before. People with false energy will no longer feel comfortable around you, and that, my child, is spiritual maturity. You are learning to protect your peace above all else, and heaven celebrates this growth. Something you thought was impossible is about to start seeming attainable. It won't happen all at once, but step by step. Opportunities will appear before you like doors that open gently, without any jarring noise. Walk through them with courage, because you are far more prepared than you imagine. My child, Archangel Michael whispers something to you that you must engrave on your soul. Abundance is not just money. True abundance is peace. It is stability. It is waking up in the morning without that heaviness in your chest. That is the wealth that comes first into your life now, and I assure you that everything else will follow. You no longer need to exhaust yourself trying to prove your worth. Your mere presence already has power. The right people will recognize your worth without you having to explain yourself. Let those who misunderstand you go. Don't hold them back. That empty space is necessary for much better connections to arrive. My beloved heart, your prayers created powerful ripples in the unseen realms. Angels have moved giant pieces because of your faith. That's why things are aligning right now. Not because you forced it, but because you trusted when the answers were slow in coming. If you feel these words are for you, comment right now. My angels watch over my path to confirm your divine protection. Soon you're going to make a decision that will define your entire next chapter. Listen carefully. Don't rush. Breathe. Feel. Your spirit will guide you on the right path. The heavens will never push you into chaos. They will always lead you toward clarity. Remember how far you've come. The person you were last year is gone. Today you are someone new. That growth is living proof of your strength. You didn't break. You evolved. Someone very close to you will notice that change. They may not say it in words, but they will feel in your energy. Your calm will inspire them, because healing is contagious, silently spreading through your mere presence. Archangel Michael wants you to engrave this on your soul. Your story matters. Nothing you survived was by chance or bad luck. Everything had a purpose. One day, very soon, you will help someone going through their most difficult time, and your path will become their only hope. My precious heart, never, under any circumstances, doubt heaven's timing. What seems slow to you is pure precision in the spiritual realm. You are being positioned with meticulous care so that you will not fail. Every step you take matters, my beloved. Trust in this very moment and trust in your process. There are unseen hands guiding you forward, even when you feel like you're walking blindly. Something extraordinary is unfolding in your life right now, a blessing beyond compare. Your prayers have created shockwaves in the unseen realms, and angels have had to move colossal pieces because of your faith. Things are aligning today not because you forced them, but because you were able to trust even when the answers weren't coming. My precious son, you are about to make a decision that will completely define your next chapter. Listen carefully. Don't rush. Don't let the world rush you. Breathe. Feel. Your spirit has the right compass and will lead you to clarity, never to chaos. Listen carefully and don't scroll, because what's coming is a revelation for your spirit. Look back for a moment and remember how far you've come. The person you were last year is gone. The person you are today is much stronger and wiser. You didn't break under pressure. You evolved. And that evolution is so evident that someone very close to you will notice the change immediately. Your calm energy will be their greatest inspiration. Healing spreads like this, silently, through your mere presence. Archangel Michael invites you today to rescue those dreams you once buried out of fear or weariness. Those hopes you stopped speaking of because life became too burdensome. Heaven never forgot them. Those seeds you thought were dead, within you are beginning to stir again. Remember that the most important growth always happens first underground, in the darkness, where no one sees it. What you cannot yet see with your physical eyes has already taken shape in the spiritual realm. It's time to declare your victory. Say, "My dreams are reborn today," and feel life returning to your projects. Beloved heart, you learned to walk alone in many battles, but the truth is, you were never abandoned. Angels stood shoulder to shoulder with you when you felt invisible to the world. That strength you built in solitude will soon attract unexpected support. Help will come knocking at your door, not because you beg for it, but simply because you deserve it. Don't close the video now, because Archangel Michael has one last warning. A moment of absolute clarity is coming very soon. It will be as if a blindfold has been lifted from your eyes, and you will finally understand the why behind every tear. That moment of clarity I told you about can happen during any simple activity, while you're walking, resting, or simply listening to music. Suddenly, like a flash of lightning, everything will make sense to you. That's divine insight descending upon your mind. Receive it without fear, because it's the answer you were seeking. My radiant soul, I ask you to release right now the pressure you place on your own shoulders. You don't have to rush your destiny. Flowers don't compete with each other. They simply bloom when their season arrives. You're not falling behind. Remember this. You are exactly where you need to be to receive what's coming. There's a profound shift in your energy that others will begin to notice. Your calmness will confound all those who sat back and waited for you to break down. Your peace will speak far louder than any words you could ever utter. Archangel Michael asked me to remind you that what is meant for you will never, absolutely never, pass you by. No matter how long you feel it's been delayed, your blessing has your name written all over it. Listen carefully and stay still, because this is key. Trust the discomfort you sometimes feel. That discomfort simply indicates that you are expanding. Absolute comfort never created anything great. Growth always feels strange and unfamiliar at first. My child, your near future holds conversations that will heal old wounds. You will finally be heard, and your truth will be respected as you deserve. Dear heart, never again shrink yourself so that others won't feel uncomfortable with your brilliance. You were born to stand out, not to fit in. Your light is meant to guide other hearts still lost in darkness. You are now entering a season of absolute peace. Chaos is withdrawing from your home, and clarity is taking its place. Archangel Michael says, soon you will celebrate that for which you once wept bitterly. And that victory will be all the sweeter precisely because of the struggle you endured. If you believe in this victory, write in the comments, "My miracle is near," and let that energy fill your home today. My precious child, stay open and keep hope alive. Your miracle is much closer than your logical mind allows you to believe. Notice how your heart feels right now. That gentle warmth spreading through your chest is not by chance. It is pure recognition. Your spirit recognizes the truth when it hears it, and that is why you are still here listening with an open soul. You were meant to receive this message tonight. A new path opened before you, one you never planned on paper. It will seem unfamiliar, but at the same time, it will bring you a peace you've never known. Don't be afraid of the new. Heaven guides your steps, even when you can't see the entire stretch ahead. You're about to hear good news from a completely unexpected source. It will arrive casually, almost as if it weren't important, but it will have a decisive impact on your future. Listen carefully to everyone you speak to this week, because that information will drastically change your course. You have moved beyond certain spaces and certain people, my radiant soul. That's why you began to feel uncomfortable in places where you were once at ease. Don't force yourself to stay where your spirit feels small. Expansion is calling you forward. Archangel Michael reveals to me that you were protected from a deep pain you didn't even see coming. You never knew what it was, but heaven silently intervened for you. Gratitude will flood your heart when you realize what you were spared. You'll understand everything later, but listen to this now. Your name has been spoken in prayer by someone you don't even know. Someone asked for you, and that request deeply moved the angels. That unseen support you've had will soon manifest in your reality, right before your eyes. My precious heart, your patience has not been in vain. It has built something unbreakable within you. Very soon, people will notice that calm and strength you now possess. They will come to you seeking guidance because you will inspire others without even trying. My son, I ask you again, stop worrying about time. Heaven is never in a hurry to create miracles, because everything happens exactly the second it's meant to. Something that once terrified you, something that kept you awake at night, will no longer have any power over you. Healing has already begun its work, and freedom is taking the place that fear once held. Don't close the video now, because what's coming is a sign of confirmation. Soon you will feel that zest for life again that you thought was lost. It won't be a forced joy or a fake smile for others, but a genuine joy that springs from your very core. That is the clear sign that you are finally aligned with your purpose. My chosen one, Archangel Michael smiles because you were able to trust even when the heavens were silent and there were no answers in sight. That faith was the key that unlocked the doors to your future. Your life is crossing the threshold into a stage of absolute peace. There will be less struggle, more clarity, and so much more light in your days. My beloved, never doubt this moment or why you are hearing this today. You were guided here for a powerful reason. Archangel Michael says, your spirit has been learning things that your mind cannot yet process. That is why you sometimes felt confused for no apparent reason. You were simply growing beyond your old limitations. Listen carefully and let this message sink in. Expansion always feels strange before it begins to feel beautiful. The heavens were quietly stretching you, so you would have capacity to hold the immense blessing that follows. There is a breakthrough forming right now behind the scenes. You don't see it, but the pieces are moving, key conversations are happening, and paths are being cleared of obstacles. Even those delays that bothered you so much ultimately benefited you. What seemed like an endless pause was, in reality, divine protection to keep you safe from harm. My precious son, your kindness never went unnoticed by God. Every time you chose patience over anger, every time you preferred mercy over pride and faith over fear, the angels recorded it all. Those moments of testing shaped your current destiny. Kindness always returns home, and in your case, it will return multiplied. If you feel the peace of this message, comment, I am ready for my peace, and let the light into your life. My radiant son, prepare to feel that true joy again. That unwavering faith you showed when everything was dark is what now gives you the keys to your new life. Less struggle, more light. Never forget, you are here because heaven willed it so. My gentle heart, Archangel Michael asked me to tell you this again. Your spirit has been learning lessons that your logical mind cannot yet grasp. That's why, in those days when you felt confused for no apparent reason, it wasn't that you were lost. It was that you were growing beyond your old limitations. Expansion always feels strange, almost uncomfortable, just before it begins to feel beautiful. Heaven was silently stretching you so that you would have the capacity to hold the immense blessing that is coming next. My beloved soul, a powerful breakthrough is unfolding behind the scenes right now. I know you can't see it yet, but the pieces are moving in your favor. Key conversations are aligning and paths are being cleared of any obstacles. Listen closely. Even those delays that frustrated you so much are benefiting you today. What seemed like an endless pause was, in reality, divine protection guiding your steps away from harm you didn't see coming. Stay with me and listen carefully. Your kindness never went unnoticed in God's eyes. Every time you chose patience when you had reason to be angry, every time you showed mercy instead of pride and faith instead of fear, the angels recorded it all. Those moments of silence and testing were what ultimately shaped your destiny. Kindness always comes home, and in your life, it will return multiplied. My radiant child, Archangel Michael reveals that a door that has been hidden from you will soon open. It won't be with a loud noise or in a dramatic way. It will be gently, almost like a whisper. I ask you to pay close attention to the small signs this week. Sometimes, God's greatest miracles come in the simplest and most discreet ways. You no longer need to carry those old burdens of the past. Let go of regrets today. Release that guilt that no longer belongs to you. You are forgiven, you are free, and from this moment forward, you move forward much lighter than before. My beloved heart, someone will silently admire your strength very soon. They may never tell you to your face, but your growth will deeply inspire them. Your journey is living proof that complete healing is indeed possible. It's time to let go of your burdens. Write in the comments, I am free from my past, and let that lightness fill your spirit today. My precious daughter, stop questioning your worth once and for all. You are chosen, you are guided and completely protected. Heaven placed a special light within you for a specific reason that you will soon understand. Archangel Michael whispers to you that your near future brings laughter again. I'm talking about true joy, the kind of smiles that aren't forced for a photo, but that spring from peaceful mornings and evenings. You deserve the season of rest after so much struggle. Your intuition is sharpening to astonishing levels. You'll sense the truth about people and situations quickly. Trust those feelings. They're not your imagination, they're your divine guidance. An opportunity will appear when you least expect it. I ask you a favor. Say yes, even if fear whispers in your ear that you're not ready. Courage will open doors that comfort never could. Everything you've survived has prepared you for this very moment. You are stronger than you believe, braver than you think, and far wiser than you know yourself. Your destiny is unfolding gently, step by step, piece by piece. Nothing is rushed, nothing is forced. Everything is in perfect divine order, my beloved soul. Stay open, stay faithful. I tell you with absolute certainty, your miracle is closer than it has ever been. My beloved child, Archangel Michael asks you to stop and take a deep breath right now. Feel your heart. That calm that is beginning to settle within you in this very moment is not a coincidence. It is your divine confirmation. Your spirit has a capacity to recognize the truth even before your mind can process it. This exact moment was written for you long ago. Heaven waited with infinite patience until you were ready to arrive here. My precious soul, you've been far stronger than you have dared to acknowledge. When life tried to silence you and leave you in darkness, you kept walking. When hope seemed distant and unattainable, you still held on to a spark of faith. That quiet strength is a rare thing to find in this world. The angels admire it, and all of heaven honors it today. Listen carefully and don't skip this video, because Archangel Michael is revealing something amazing to me. That which you prayed for years ago, that which you thought was lost forever, is returning to your life, but in a completely new way. It's not the same as before. Now it comes improved, healed, and refined. What once hurt you deeply will now be transformed into your greatest blessing. My radiant soul, I want you to understand that your tears were never a sign of weakness. They were a necessary release. Those tears cleansed your soul, and the space they left is now filled with new joy. You are not broken, no matter what the world or your own thoughts tell you. You are becoming the version of yourself that God always intended. A connection is coming into your life that will completely change how you see yourself. Someone will come along to remind you of your true worth, and they won't do it with just pretty words, but with real and powerful actions. I ask you to pay close attention to how you are treated from now on. My precious child, you are entering that season where things finally feel lighter, as if a weight has been lifted from your shoulders. The heaviness will fade, and your smile will return naturally, without you having to fake it for anyone. God's protection, is your shield today? Write in the comments, "Nothing will harm me," to activate your heavenly protection. Your energy is shifting, and that's proof your healing is real. My gentle soul, Archangel Michael assures me you are protected from envy, negativity, and all those hidden intentions that try to hold you back. Your shield is strong, my dear heart. Please stop doubting your path once and for all. None of your steps were in vain. Even your biggest mistakes taught you wisdom, and your most painful losses strengthened your spirit. My beloved, a blessing is traveling toward you right now. I know you cannot see it with your physical eyes yet, but it is already in motion in the unseen realm. Heaven released it at the moment you least expected it. Very soon you will understand why so much patience was required of you. Time was not a punishment. It was a protection for your heart. If that blessing had arrived earlier, you simply would not have been ready to hold it. My radiant child, Archangel Michael smiles because you were able to remain kind in a world that sometimes seems so cruel. That purity of heart is what draws miracles to you. Someone you helped long ago, perhaps someone you no longer remember, still holds your kindness in mind. Their silent gratitude is part of the reward you are about to receive. Your future will not be lonely. Support, love, and peace are on their way to your door. Never be small. You were created to shine, and your light has the power to change lives. This message will resonate in your mind later, because something will happen today that will remind you of these words. Remember these words well, for they will be your confirmation in the days to come. My chosen one, Archangel Michael, tells me clearly, your destiny is unfolding in a wondrous way. Move forward with complete confidence. My dear child, for you are safe, guided at every step, and deeply loved by the Creator. My child, my beloved, Archangel Michael wants you to treasure these words a little longer in your heart, because something profound is happening within you right now. Even if you can't find the words to explain it, you have reached that point in life where your soul is ready for so much more. You no longer seek noise, struggle, or conflict. What you seek now is meaning, peace, and pure truth. You didn't reach this point in the video just to remain the same as before. Heaven has witnessed you keep walking when all you wanted to do was stop and give up. They saw you smile when your heart was broken, and how you remained kind even when life treated you unfairly. That strength you built in absolute silence is now becoming your most powerful shield. One chapter of your life is quietly closing, and another is gently opening, like a door that doesn't creak, but changes everything the moment you decide to walk through it. Listen carefully and don't move, because you might not see fireworks or hear thunder, but you will feel it with absolute clarity in your spirit. The things that once disturbed you and kept you awake at night will suddenly lose their power over you. Those situations that drained your energy will begin to fade away. And listen to this carefully. The people who were never able to understand the nobility of your heart will gradually drift away from your life. There will be no drama, only distance, and that distance will feel like the purest freedom you have ever experienced. Archangel Michael says, your energy is changing because your destiny is calling you to a higher level. Listen carefully. You are no longer meant to merely survive. Now you are meant to truly live. You are no longer meant to chase after anything or anyone. Now you are meant to attract. What is rightfully yours by divine right will come to you without force, without pleading, and without a trace of fear. It's time to let go of what doesn't belong to you. Say, I attract my blessing with peace, to align yourself with your new abundance. Everything will feel natural, calm, and perfectly aligned. And when that happens, you'll finally understand everything. You'll understand why the past had to crumble, why those doors you were so heartbroken to lose closed, and why certain people had to leave your life. It wasn't a punishment from God. It was preparation for your spirit. Heaven was protecting you from what you couldn't see then, guiding you toward what you are ready for today. Trust your process completely. Trust your own pace and your growth. I'll say again, you're not late for anything. You're not falling behind anyone. You're right at the exact point where your miracle can happen. Finally, I find you here, my precious soul. Listen with all your attention now, for this final part is meant exclusively for you. There is a blessing already moving powerfully in your direction. That blessing carries with it the exact answer to that question you stopped asking long ago, simply because you were tired of waiting. I know that many times you thought heaven had forgotten you, but listen carefully. Heaven never forgets. Every prayer you whispered in the darkness, every tear you wiped away alone, and every night you forced yourself to be strong when no one was watching, all of it was recorded. Nothing was lost. It all became part of your story and, above all, part of your reward. Archangel Michael tells me, your patience is about to make perfect sense. Very soon you'll begin to see clear signs. There will be small confirmations that something entirely new is being born. It could be an unexpected conversation, an opportunity that appears out of nowhere, or a thought that suddenly brings you absolute clarity. Don't ignore these moments. They are direct divine signs for you. Your intuition will guide you, and for the first time in a long time, you will truly trust yourself again. Don't go. Stay with me, because fear is losing its hold on you today. That constant doubt will quiet down. Your confidence will rise gently but steadily. It won't be loud pride, but an inner security that no one can shake. You are stepping into the version of yourself you prayed for. When you look back, you will thank yourself for not giving up, for not hardening your heart, and for choosing hope when bitterness was the easiest choice. Archangel Michael is by your side to remind you that you are protected and deeply loved. What comes now is not meant to harm you, but to heal and uplift you. It's time to acknowledge your strength. Write in the comments, thank you for not giving up, and let that gratitude seal your journey. Stay open. Your destiny is unfolding this very second. Archangel Michael asks you to remember those nights when you almost gave up, those mornings when you forced yourself to get up with a heavy heart. Those moments didn't weaken you. They shaped you. Every silent battle was intensive spiritual training. That's why your soul now possesses an authority that others can feel. Doors will open before you effortlessly, and opportunities will find you, instead of you having to chase them. This isn't luck. This is divine alignment. You will no longer question your worth or try to shrink yourself to fit into places that can no longer contain your light. You will no longer apologize for being who you are. Confidence will spring from the peace of knowing who you are in God. You will stop seeking validation from people who never understood your journey. Heaven is giving you a new strength, one that doesn't need to shout or prove anything. It simply knows. You'll begin to see patterns where, before you only saw confusion. You'll finally understand why that relationship ended, why that door closed, and why that opportunity didn't work out. You'll realize that everything was redirecting you towards something much purer and more aligned with your true essence. Something you once feared will lose all its power over you. Listen attentively until the very last second, because the healing is happening in layers, silently. You are effortlessly releasing old habits and attachments. That is spiritual maturity. By ceasing to fight change, you allow heaven to move faster in your life. Miracles flow when you stop resisting. Your heart opens today to possibility, not to pain. You will feel real enthusiasm again, an authentic faith that will allow you to dream again without fear of disappointment. Your dreams are safe. Heaven is about to reward your resilience with something beautiful, something that feels like coming home. You won't have to convince yourself of anything. Your spirit will recognize it instantly. This is a time when your prayers cease to be just words and become your physical reality. Stay grateful and very aware, because your destiny won't arrive with a bang. It will arrive gently, and you won't want to miss this silent miracle that is about to change everything. If this message touched your heart, subscribe to this channel right now, because every day the angels have a specific word for your life. And if this message touched your life, and you wish to sow gratitude, the super thank you button is available. It's not a donation, it's an act of spiritual thanksgiving. The angels honor every gesture made with faith. Let heaven see your response. Let your agreement here below activate what has already been prepared for you up there. This is just the beginning of something much bigger that is already on its way. Keep your spirit open, your faith strong, and your light will never go out. Because from this very moment, you are not only shining, you are growing from glory to glory. See you in the next message, Chosen One. Stay radiant, stay prepared, and above all, stay victorious.